Hey guys, Figurecraft here, and today we're going to go ahead and get our very last issue out of the way. And I'm still fighting with my daggone sinuses. But we're going to be working right in here. And we're going to be doing issue 74. So for that, we'll need our 74's box. We need our toolkit. And once again, we are going to do the PH1. So let me just get the instructions opened up. Alright, first class lounge. Step 1. Remove 10 small windows 74I from the frame. Glue them in place on the port wall of the first class lounge as shown, ensuring that the horizontal, there's that weird word again, horizontal mullions are at the top. I just can't pronounce that word. But anyway, let me go ahead and open up our box. And it's talking about these windows right here. So that is step 1. And then turning the page to step 2. Step 2. Remove 10 more small windows 74I from the frame. Glue them in place on the starboard wall of the first class lounge as shown. First class lounge 74A as shown. So that's going to turn us to the other side. And that's going to be doing these windows on this side. And that's already been done. Step 3. Remove the large windows 74E and 74F from the frame. These windows are for the first class reading room at the forward end of the first class lounge. Bend them very gently to curve them slightly. Then glue the windows in place on the port wall of part 74A as shown. So with those, I only had to bend one, and I basically bent it with my hand. Use my thumb and my finger to bend that to go in place. I had to slowly bend it to get that curve. But it's talking about that window right there and this window right here. Those are your next steps. Then after that's done, we go to step 4. Step 4. The 2 large windows C 74G fit in the smaller openings on the curved wall of the reading room. Glue them in place as shown. With that one, let me get my screwdriver. With that one, that's talking about that window right there and that window right there. Then we're going to go down to step 5. Step 5. Remove 8 Hang on a minute here. I'll get it right in a minute. Hang on. Step 5. Remove the 8 small windows 74H from the frame. Glue them to the starboard wall on part 74A, a corridor. So that's going to turn us around to the other side. And that's talking about all these windows right here. Those are your next ones to glue in. Okay. Step 6. Fit part 74A in place on the middle section of the promenade deck 69A and 70C. Ensure that the screw holes circled in blue below are aligned, and fix them in place with 12 AP screws circled in red bottom. So, circled in blue and circled in red. That's our next step. So we're going to grab this piece. We're going to insert it. We're going to make sure that these little parts fit down inside their recesses. Just like that. Take your time with that process. You want to make sure that all the tabs go into the recesses. Then we're going to get our pack of AP screws. Then we're going to open them. So hang on here a minute, I'm fighting with a bag. Come on. Got it open finally. I'm going to set the screws over here. Alright. We got 12 of these things to put in. Let me set the book here to the side. Alright, our first one's going to go right here. Take my time with it. I'm not going to bear down too much because I don't want to. I'm going to lift it up. I don't want to damage that staircase. Okay, that's one in. Now we're going to go for our next screw. Which is right here. Okay. Then we're going to go for the next one, which is right here, I think. I feel it. So, let me hold it from this end. Alright, that one's in. And then we're going to grab another screw. That's 3 in so far. And this one's going to go over here into the reading and writing room. Alright. Now where's the next screw going to go at on this side over here? I think I can kind of see it there. Right there maybe? Yeah, I think I see it. Pick this up. because I don't want to put no pressure down on this. And it's a good thing we're putting these in right now too, because this is actually adding some more support to the deck. Because before, it was bending down every time I picked this thing up, and it was really making me iffy. I mean, I'll show you back here. You can see when I pick this thing up, this deck likes to bend down. You can see it right there, and that makes me very iffy. So I'm glad I'm putting these screws in now. It's giving it more support. Alright, then we're going to get our next one, which is still in the reading and the writing room right over here. Ow. There we go. Now we're in the first class lounge. So, first one in the first class lounge is right here behind this wall I see. It's definitely adding some more stability to it. Then we're going to go for our next one in the first class lounge, right here behind this wall. Okay. Then we're going to be doing our next one in the first class lounge, which is on the other side over here. We got 3 more to put in. Okay. Going for our next one, which is right here on this side over here. I'm lifting it up as I put it in because I don't want to put any pressure down on these staircases. Alright. 2 more to go. One more. It's back here towards the back. Put my hand there to add some support. And with that, we now have that fully fastened down. And that has added great stability to that. It's actually holding it now, and it's not bending as much. Back here we still have, you know, bending down, but that's because the other sections ain't there yet. But this is a whole lot more sturdier than when it was just sitting there with a long deck. So, this definitely adds stability. And I'm glad of that. Alright, after that's done, there's step 7. Step 7. Take the support structure, 74B, check how it fits on the starboard side of deck A section, 69A. Pegs on the base of the support structure fit into holes in the deck circled in red. Right. Glue the pegs of the support structure in place. So, this is their support structure. And you can see there, you want to make sure that it's facing the right way. This one right here has a longer side, and the peg is like right there. And then this one has a shorter side, and the peg is right there. So we want to make sure we get that the right way. So now I'm going to get into my box. And I'm going to get my support structure, which is in here. Right there. And judging, okay, so you want it to be this way. Shorter peg this way, longer end goes that way. And from the instructions, it'll go right this way, the correct way I'm holding it around. And it's going to go right in here. Just as a dry fit, it's going to go like that. So I'm going to keep my Loctite Ultra Gel Control. And I'm going to add some gel to these pegs. Put the cap back on. Alright. Now I'm going to glue this down. Making sure that I get it in the holes. Eyeballing it, trying to make sure that it's straight up and down for me. Which it is. Just like that. Flipping the page. Of course they would want us to turn it upside down. Alright, so with that, we have that support structure in place. Now it's telling me in the instructions to turn the assembly upside down. Okay. It's guiding us back here to where I put this LED right in here. That's our last step, is putting in the LED. 8. Carefully turn the promenade deck over and identify the fixing point indicated left for the LED strip 74C on the underside of deck section 70C. Fit one side of the strip under the clips circled in red below, and the other side under the clips circled in blue, using a flat screwdriver to ease the LED into place if necessary. So that would be your next step. So we've done that. Now I'm going to flip her back around. Make sure that that's still straight, which it is. So with that, that is the completed work of my Titanic so far. You can see all my wallpapers and stuff like that that's in. Let me try to pick it up. Now that it's more stability. You can see there. And then when I move down to the back of the ship, we ain't got these walls yet, but you can see everything's in there. But this now completes our shipment 13. We are now waiting for shipment 14, which won't be until close to the end of this next coming month is when they'll take our next payment. And then maybe by the end of this next coming month, we'll have some stuff to build, hopefully. But anyway, completed work. The first class cabin and reading room with windows have been fitted to the promenade deck. The cable 74D will be connected in a future issue. So we got another cable left over, which we're going to do the same thing. We're going to go ahead and, you know, put that in my box of trinkets to keep it safe. I'm pretty sure our next shipment, next month, we will be connecting all these cables together because we'll get the final cable for this. But anyway, that's going to do it for this video. I hope y'all enjoyed it, and I hope y'all are doing safe during these troublesome times. And you all have a blessed one, and when I come back, we'll be weighing the Titanic to see how heavy it is now. But until then, goodbye.